How you doing? It's your boy Carcino here. Mm-hmm. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Cino in the ham. Oh yeah. What's good? I see y'all popping up. Hey, they done lost their minds, huh? They have lost their ever-loving minds out here. Did these fools just say Bronny James, right, is on the same level as TJ McConnell and Davion Mitchell? See, I'm just like, this is where you can't, and this is the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, ladies and gentlemen. JJ Redick came out and said these words. Mm-hmm. I could see some similarities. There are no similarities. I was just letting people get a chance to get in here before I get cooking. Now, here's the problem with the scenario. You saying you see similarities. I see no similarities whatsoever. Because here's the problem in their equations. And this is why I mean by podcast shows and all of these other networks, they follow suit. And these are former basketball players that do this too, like JJ Redick, right? What they do is they take one star player and they talk about the star player forever. And they put him in every scenario that has nothing to do with star player because they don't want to discuss the game of basketball. Now, these are role players, used to be all-star 2 times. You know, they get platforms and they want to just drive the algorithm. So if they say, well, let's put this star in it because he controls the algorithm. So that becomes the norm, right? But in reality, in real life, we have a serious problem here. Now, you might be saying, well, what's the serious problem? The serious problem is this. Bronny James and you say to tell you, there's no similarities in their games. None. And I'm going to tell you why there's no similarities. Let's take Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell, 2021, he was Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. He was third all Big 12. The year before that, he was Outstanding Rookie of the Big 12 in 2020. Got 3 awards for Defensive Players of the Year, All Defensive Team. That's the player he was coming out of college. I know this off the top of my dome as I'm walking and talking to you. TJ McConnell went to Arizona after transferring. Went to Arizona, and he was in the Pac-12. It was Pac-12's all-team third team. Then he went to all-team first team, and he was on the defensive team, all defensive teams, 3 years of being there. 3 years of being there. Then he comes to the NBA and plays like 4 years with the Philadelphia 76ers. Not being drafted at all. Made it to the 76ers team and was there for 4 years. There's no similarities in their games. There's no similarities. It's an insult to compare Bronny James to TJ McConnell or Davion Mitchell. It is a complete insult to do that. And for JJ Redick to sit there and say cardio, he's a cardio player. No, TJ McConnell could score an average 20-some points in a game. TJ McConnell is not just a cardio player. He can actually play. He can shoot the basketball. He knows how to get to his spots. He can assist. He gets steals. He's a defensive nightmare for people. But he's his own man who created his path on the basketball court, being a savant and doing it for years. Now you say Bronny has the potential to be that. I don't see it. One, he's slow. Two, he doesn't have the IQ. His front frontal cortex is not developed yet. He can't, the game is moving too fast. He's been playing it in G League, and it's looking good in G League compared to G League. But against the big boys, that's a whole nother world. Now, if you're just going to be a guy that just shoot threes, then you're no threat. You're no threat nowhere on the court. You're not going to make other players better at this point. The other team is not thriving around you. You're just a person that can get some points. You don't help anybody in this league. You're just a guy that come off the bench. Give them 3-4 minutes. Bronny has quick hands? No. You have a 6'2" transition player. He's not a 3-and-D guy, even though they're trying to convert him into one. This has been a major problem that's been going on for a long time and has been ignored. And people are sick of it. I know I'm sick of it. But all of this Bronny James crap over and over again, oh, I'm sick of it. We grown tired, man. People are tired of this behavior. He ain't even G League material. I mean, hey, some people say he's not. Some people say he is. But I'm going to tell you this. He needs about 2-3 years in G League. McConnell and them had to fight hard to get to the position that they are. They're very skilled and talented. Don't diminish them by somebody who got pushed through nepotism to be where he is. He ain't there because of his hard work. He was probably the 8th leading scorer on his team in USC. And I said probably 8th. So he wasn't even close to the next greatest player on that team. And nobody on that team got drafted. And he was far from the best player on that team. And they knew it. He was like the mascot. No, people just know they're tired of this mess. I know I'm tired of this mess. Y'all ain't tired of it by now? I know I am. Sick of all this Bronny James crap. Because all they're doing is they're confusing you and making you believe something is real in which it isn't. I have not noticed a tremendous jump in Bronny's game since we saw him in G League. I mean, he was playing with more confidence, and that was something that was lacking last time we saw him, was the confidence. And everybody who was there, oh, nobody's there. That was the thing that was lacking the last time we saw Bronny. He didn't have a lot of confidence. Yes, I was the first. I was Kev Curry, baby. I was doing that on the court. Period. I was Kev Curry. From the shooting perspective. But no, I wasn't a better basketball player than Steph Curry. Nobody yell out LeBron when they play. I'm LeBron, baby. Unless they traveling. I mean, dog, you just walked. That's straight. That's LeBron, baby. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna travel. It's like, dog, we ain't doing that here. No, it's just a major difference when you start looking at what needs to be done, what needs to be provided, and what needs to be brought to the table in the forefront, and you're not seeing it. When you start seeing people do what they say they're supposed to do and carry themselves in the way they're supposed to be as a basketball player, then you can say something. But when Bronny is skipping games, skipping G League games because his daddy want him to go play golf, you know, it's a bad look for the team. Luka is the star of the team. You're not even there for his contract signing. You don't even reach out to DeAndre Ayton. You don't reach out to DeAndre Ayton. You don't reach out to any of them. Mm-hmm. Well, people behind the scenes are doing a lot of what we call detraction. And when you start seeing people obsessively go out of their way to create a situation that don't make any sense in the real walk of things, then you start to make your own assessments and go from there. And I'm like, there's no way. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, they're not even in comparison to each other. It's insulting to me to even have to. I feel insulted that I even have to bring this up to y'all. That's how bad it is. Like, I'm insulted that I had to bring this to your attention. Because people don't look up the stats. They don't look up players. They don't see what players done. They don't think about the college game. They don't think about this. They don't think about that. That's why it has been the weirdest feeling ever when it comes to setting and creating standards and moving in such a way that it would make sense to the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Well, what you don't want is a whole list of people who are not interested in trying to push the envelope forward when it comes to the game of basketball. Now, if Bronny is serious about it, he'll be sitting there in the gym with his G League team, bonding with these dudes, trying to get better at his game, learning things like that, instead of using him for a highlight game in which he has no highlights. And you see the difference between him and Cooper Flag immediately. If Bronny could only I could hit 1-3 and do a transition dunk in a game, no one is afraid to challenge Bronny James defensively. No NBA player. I have not seen, let me tell you about what coaches look for. It's not about how many points you score. You think that's what a coach look for in the NBA? You think they going around saying, man, we got to see how many points this guy can score. Yep, we need to see how many points that guy right there is going to score today. That's going to tell us if he's good. No, it's not about scoring points. There's plenty of players that didn't have to score that's in the Hall of Fame. NBA All 75. Do you know why or even how this anomaly took place?